Two-dimensional art. Drawings use pencil, pen and ink, charcoal, crayon, felt tip pen, colored pastels, or a combination of the above. Artists can draw lines of different thickness by changing the pressure they exert on their instrument, use denser colors to darken values, or change values through shading techniques. Printmaking. One type of printmaking is called engraving, which involves carving lines into the surface of a plate, usually of wood or soft metal, and then inking the lines. Silkscreening involves the transfer of an inked image to synthetic fabrics stretched across a frame. The image blocks out sections of the fabric, much like a stencil, and a squeegee forces ink through the fabric, usually a t-shirt. The image transfers to the paper or fabric in areas the stencil does not block. More printmaking. Printing presses or matrices are where the image is created. In intaglio printmaking, the image is carved away and the negative space is raised. Lithography is when an artist outlines an image on a plate using a waxy pencil or a crayon. The plate is then soaked in water and that adds ink. The wet plate repels the ink, which sticks to the waxy image and can be pressed onto paper. Painting. Frescoes. They date back thousands of years, even to the ruins of Pompeii. It is a painting done rapidly in watercolor on wet plaster, either on a ceiling or a wall. The colors penetrate the plaster and they become fixed as they dry. Fresco secco. This technique involves the use of dry rather than wet plaster, which can be changed as the artist goes along. Tempera. Early artists used this water-based medium, which traditionally used egg as a binder. It dries quickly, requiring artists to blend colors before painting. It has a lower tonal range, but is durable and vibrant. Watercolor and gouache. Watercolor is a paint that dries quickly because it is water-based. This also allows the surface to show through underneath, especially when diluted. Gouache is a higher quality water-based medium that has an opaque, vibrant color that dries slowly. Oil paints. They are the most common paint that emerged in the 15th century. They are easily blended because they dry slowly and have great versatility. Impasto is the process or technique of laying on paint or pigment thickly so that it stands out from a surface. Acrylic paints were developed after World War II. They consist of synthetic materials, plastics, and polymers. They dry more quickly and are suited to artists allergic to oil and turpentine, but are not as nuanced as oil paints.